I'm taking a dig at social media on this one. I had a client who came to me for a quality of earnings and ultimately decided not to do the quality of earnings with me, but to do it themselves. When they did this quality of earnings themselves, they made 12 major mistakes that got them into a lot of financial problems. I don't know if it was bankruptcy, it was never made public, but let's just say if it wasn't bankruptcy, it was awful close. Now, here's the thing. I know that as a forensic accountant, the quality that I bring to a deal, I also know a first-time buyer is woefully underrepresented and unable to represent themselves in this case. So when I see and hear people doing it themselves, I'm kind of like, if that's your choice, go ahead. But here's where I'm digging at social media. So this person closed their deal, and for 6 or 9 months, they bragged every gosh darn day about how smart they were better than an accountant, how they learned so much in the process, how you don't need a QOE either, how you can be not only a first-time buyer and be excellent, be a first-time transaction accountant and be excellent too. And I'm sitting here watching this crap and I'm like, that's not how this stuff goes. That's not how deal world functions. All of a sudden, the post stopped. I was like, I wonder what happened to that person. 6 months later, I'm listening to the Acquiring Minds podcast, and an anonymous person is discussing the fact that they are on the precipice of losing their business. And me being the ever-present, detail-oriented person that I was, the voice was changed, everything was changed, but I said, you know what? That's that customer lead that never turned into a client that was bragging about how great their self-performed QOE was. This is a slice of humble pie. Now, I'm not going to go through the 12 things this person missed. There's an article on my website that goes through all of it. We'll link it in the description below. What I'll tell you is that a lot of you are listening to the 5-star rating somebody gives a QOE provider the day that the QOE is finished or the day that they close the deal. That buyer client don't know if that QOE caught everything or not yet. So these 5-star ratings are based on what? Baloney. You hear a lot of people telling you how they cut costs. They spent 1/3 of what somebody else spent. What they don't tell you is they got into 5 times more trouble by saving 1/3 of the cost. It's stupid when you really think about it, but people are so excited about anyone who gets a seemingly win scenario through the small deal acquisition market. But the reality is your only goal is to buy a business that's worth way more than what you paid for it. The only way to know that is to get good QOE and good legal work done. When you are hearing all these stories of cutting corners or I did it myself and this person hasn't been in the business for more than 2 or 3 months, just pull up a chair, wait about 6 to 12 months, see if they're still talking as much crap in that time frame as they were at the beginning, then I'd trust them. But I bet you 80% of them go away within about 6 months because their laziness and unwillingness to invest in diligence created a scenario where they got a false positive for 6 months and then their business fell out of the sky. Be very careful.